Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Graceful Talks. And my name is Grace Folorenshaw. Today, I'm going to talk about how to develop a positive relationship with stress. We all use the word stress. I use the word stress in a very negative way. Whenever I feel under pressure, whenever I feel overwhelmed, whenever I feel I'm juggling too many things, whenever I have that deadline, whenever I have that test, I use that word because I'm under pressure. However, if you go and check the meaning of stress, it's not a negative word, it's not a negative terminology. Stress means how your body reacts when you're under pressure, when something is going to happen. So it's sometimes a good situation you're going to face and a test. Can you imagine preparing for your driving test? It is a good thing because you know you're preparing for something big, or you're preparing for an examination because you know you're going to the next level, you're going to get that qualification you need, or you're preparing for a deadline, which is because something is going to happen and your body has to react. Your body has to show that you're preparing for something. Your body has to show that there's something going to happen. It's just like in the morning when you put in your alarm. You put in an alarm. You want it to wake you up so that you're not late for your appointment, you're not late for work. It's something like that as well. That's the emotional reaction, the physical reaction, and letting you to know that there's something important that you have to prepare for, that you have to not forget, you have to remember. This is really, really important. Therefore, the first way to develop a positive relationship with stress is to look at the terminology stress. It's not a negative thing. So it's not the way we use it. We always use it in a negative way. But if we can begin to change the way we look at the terminology, the way we relate to stress, that will help us to develop a positive relationship because it's not negative. The word stress, if you check the definition, it's not a negative word. It's our body preparing that something is going to happen. We're not in our comfort zone, and so we have to prepare for that thing. The second way is that we need to not look at that situation at that time. We don't look at the situation at that time. Rather, we concentrate on preparing for that test, for that deadline, for that exam, or trying to put our energy in trying to juggle what is in front of us. Concentrate on action, actually doing. We do as much as we can towards that event, that thing that is putting us under pressure. We keep doing it. We keep preparing. We prepare for the exam. We prepare for the deadline. So we focus on the action, actually doing that event. That's all we should do. So that's the second one. The third one is to always look at the end result, the prize we're going to get at the end. The fact that I'm preparing for my driving test now, but at the end, I'm going to have my driving license. I'm preparing for my exam at this time, but at the end of it all, I'm going to get that qualification. I'm going to move to the next level. So you look at the bigger picture. Always look at the bigger picture. Don't focus on what is happening now, but look at the bigger picture. Look at the price. Look at what you're going to gain, what you're going to benefit at the end of it all. That's the third one. Fourth one, the last one, is that you're not the only one who feels the way you feel when you're under pressure. You're not the only one who feels the way you do when you're not in your comfort zone. You're not the only one who feels the way you do when you're preparing for a test or an exam or a deadline. You're not the only one. I feel that way as well. The other person feels that way when they are in that situation or when they are in that scenario. They feel the same way as well. They have that emotional reaction. They have that physical reaction that shows they're under pressure. So you're not the only one. If that is a consolation to you, you're not the only one going through that. And so you have to change the way you see that word stress, the way you relate to that word stress. It's not negative. It's not a negative word. We always use it in a negative term. Whenever something negative is happening, I'm stressed, but it's not. It's a physical reaction, emotional reaction our body gives because we're under pressure, because we're not in our comfort zone. So change the way you use that word stress. It's not negative. And then the second one as well is that focus on the action, what you need to do at that time. Just focus on the action, trying to do what you need to do, trying to prepare for the tests, prepare for the exam, prepare for the deadline. That's what you should do. Focus on that. And then the third one is to look at the bigger picture. Look at the end result, what you're going to gain, what you're going to benefit from it, what you're gaining. You're going to gain. People say, I've heard, and that's true. Sometimes no pain, no gain. So look at it at the end. At the end, you're going to gain something. You're going through this at the moment because at the end, you're going to gain something. And then the fourth one is that you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Everybody's body reacts in that way. But then they go through the tips I've just given on how to develop a positive relationship with stress. They use that and can benefit at the end of it all. So thank you for watching my channel. Subscribe and hit the notification icon so that you get many more videos like this. Thank you.